Right, so it's Monday the 6th of June. It was raining when I woke up. Been raining in the night, I think, so I ain't done a lot today. Went down the shops. But I do need to go and have a look at Bess. Excuse my unshaven appearance again. Anyway, yeah, Riddick needs to go for a walk, so we might as well all go for a walk down the canal. I won't show you back through the wharf again because you see it yesterday, but I'll show you once we get to the road, and then you can see the wharf from the canal side, and we'll go down and check Bess, and you can see Riddick as well. So hang on a minute while I get off. Wait a minute, Riddick. Right there. Right, so I'll bring you back in a sec. Here we go, the deadly road. I'll just show you how you get down back onto the canal. I'm glad it's not too far along this road. I just hope to God I don't meet any other dogs, because he is not good with other dogs. And before anyone says it, I've tried to put a muzzle on him, but it's impossible. And he just pushes it on the floor and pulls it off, so you can't put a muzzle on him. Right, so there we go. I don't think, from what I remember, I don't think I left Bess that far down, but a bit of a walk. Quite a few boats along here today. By the way, in case you didn't know, Riddick is a Thai Ridgeback. Real unit of a dog, immensely strong, not particularly big, but if you look them up you see they are called the Arnold Schwarzeneggers of the dog world. There's the mooring, like the moored up boats I spoke about yesterday. Was it yesterday? Oh god, I can't remember. Could have been. This is nice. I really like these tugs, really like them. He is hard work to walk, I tell you. Hard work. I met this fella down at Crick. He was having problems with his boat. He's got enough on his roof. In case you wonder what that is, I'm carrying a cup because Bess has a slight leak on the back. I don't think it's below the waterline, but I think it's where the welding was done, and I think it's letting in some water as boats go by. but I've got enough on my plate without taking her out as well. This is really cool, that little, see this boat here, opposite. Look at that little like bit on the back that's separate. It's pretty, that is good. Oop, stepped in a hole. Tell you what, you might think that if you're not used to the canals, you might think that these towpaths are good. Well, a lot of them aren't. A lot of them you're lucky you don't break your neck walking down them or fall in. That's the other option. Just along here there is a gigantic marina. And evidently it's a very posh marina. So it wouldn't really suit me. It looks nice. You might see those little bits of fur sticking out that come off of them. This particular breed do not molt. They shed their fur, and because they come from a very hot country, Thailand, they come out the jungles actually. The Thais keep them in the villages to. They're known for killing. They kill the snakes. They're known for killing cobras. Very primitive breed. There's cave drawings of them that go back a couple of thousand years, and they haven't changed. So they're a little bit more of an handful than a domestic breed, I can assure you. I've owned dogs since 1990, and these, without a doubt, are the most challenging. See, some of these, I mean, this is pretty good actually as towpaths go. Some of them actually just drop away like where they've collapsed. I think they need to do a little bit of trimming down this one. Come on, Riddick. God, it's really quiet here, really quiet. And that'll go down well with him. Okay, now. Don't you hurt him. I'd come and get him if I was you. Go on, be nice to him. They broke out. They were lucky. They're getting told off now. I tell you, it was really good. They'd normally muller dogs who did that. I tell you, it's very rare. It's not eventful when I bring him out, but he was good there. He must be in an exceptionally good mood, because normally them two would have been rolled round on the floor. Although he's never actually bit another dog, but he has flattened 4 of them since I've been on the boat. Actually, the more aggressive they are, the better, really, because it puts him off a bit. If they came up to him wagging their tails, then it wouldn't end very well. Well, I don't know. It wouldn't normally go very well. I've got no plan actually. When we come down here, I've got to empty a bit of water out of it, and then a bit in the back. It's not like sinking. I think we'll give the engine a turn over. It's actually brightened up a little bit this afternoon. I bet you're getting bored to death watching this. A lot of the time I take Sherry out. She's not quite bad with other dogs, but she can even be nice to some. Perhaps because he's got the camera on him, he behaved himself a bit better there. I was quite impressed. You must have heard him growling. I don't know if I got it on film because I was a bit panicked because of them dogs. Oh, something action, a boat. Some action. So here looks a bit rough. Do this, and then the water's just there. So if you was in the dark, if it was dark, you could well fall in, or step into it anyway. Hiya. Come on, Riddick. Unless you want to get one of your numerous times of falling in on film. They've all fell in, apart from me. Sadie, Sherry and Riddick. I think not much further past this bridge the canal splits. Yeah, that's it there. Show you the view from this field. Got all the young little calves running about. Come on. We'll take Bess up there for a cruise one day. I've got no idea what's up there. What does it say? Norton Junction. 8. I can't even read that from here. I'm not sure. That's going back down. I don't know. I'll have to Google map it. Oh, I think I can see Bess, I'm not sure. Is that her? I came down here the other day to get them discs and I was trying to cut that anode off. And I ended up spending must have been about an hour chatting with the bloke behind who come up to say hello and the guy in front who was painting his boat, but I think he's probably moved by now. Oh yeah, that is Bess. Oh yeah. Come on, Rick. There we go. Oh, she's still floating. Come on, Riddick, come here. Don't drink that water. Oh, let me put you down a sec while I get this open. Come here, Riddick. Come on, you get in. Come on, Riddick, get in. Get in. Come on, jump. This arrangement works quite well actually, because I tie Riddick to it, or any of the other dogs I bring down, and if I go out for a ride, I can tie him off to this, and when he gets out, he holds the boat still for me. Riddick, come in. Another dog coming. He's going to show me right up now. Poor little sod's not gonna, he's gonna wonder what's it eating. You leave him. Don't you hurt that dog. Ah. You better go.
Come on. Come on. He's very good. He does like to play with them when they're big.
Well, he likes to murder them.
Right. Come on. Off we go.
No, you've been a good boy today, haven't you? This is actually really good for Riddick. He's on best behaviour. I know you've heard him growl a couple of times, but perhaps he must definitely be in a very good mood. Right. Are you in a good mood? Can I let you go? Come on then. Alright. Quick look inside. You can see there's not much been done. Well, I've got this deck in anyway. Oh, let's have a look at the water. Oh yes, you can see it down there. What amazes me, everybody thinks that your dog is going to be friendly, and they don't. They just let theirs saunter up without asking. I don't know if you can see that clearly in this. Just want to get a bit of it out. This has taken a good few weeks to get to this point. Hey, spending a fortune on welding doesn't guarantee that this isn't going to happen. I think it's quite high up wherever the hole is, because it's not constantly filling. It's when I think it's when other boats go by it. You know, when I was first on the canal, I would probably had a heart attack if I'd seen water like this. A lot of boats have water in them. Oh, see this boat going by. You see the way we're travelling because of that other boat. You could do the same with a big narrowboat as well. I could probably get my own back with Bess, because she's probably one of the fastest boats on the canal. And, wash them up on the bank. But they were going past pretty slow, so I ain't got a problem with that. It's when they go by on full blinking speed that I have a problem. Oh, that'll keep it at bay for a while. Oh, that little dog was off that boat in front. I didn't notice that. He's just sat on the towpath. Not a harmless thing. I don't really think that it really hurt it. You never know though. He's not actually a nasty dog. His aggression comes from being a bit defensive. I reckon this canal's busy today. I might have took Bess out, but I'll tell you what, we'll start the engine anyway to give that a run. I'll show you how I do it. Let's get this back open first. Yeah, I'll put you up there. God. I'm not going to take the back cover off. So, those who haven't seen an outboard start before, you have this, which is a kill switch. That fits into there. This here, that's a pump, so when that goes solid, as you know, the fuel's got through where it should. There's the choke. This is the throttle. You can see my high tech. This is to stop. Well, I won't move it. This is to stop the engine going back side to side. I wondered one day why I just kept going in a straight line along the canal, but I couldn't get off the side, and then I realised that the engine wasn't sitting straight, so I had to tie it. Anyway, is that where it is? It takes quite a long pull actually to get this thing going. Three. Started that week. Push the choke back in. It's a really good engine actually. 4-stroke. I think it's 15. Yeah, I think it's 15 horsepower. Miles too big for this, miles too big for Bess, so I can only ever run it. You see, that's the start. I won't rev it up there because it won't hold it, but you have to go a long way around before you get to the full revs. So just above where it says the restart, right on the very bottom of the rev range, just above tick over, and that's full speed on the canal. So you can imagine if I ever twisted it right round, I'd probably stand Bess up. Get out of there, I want some vape. You can hear the noise she makes actually, it's really quiet. And that will actually go, that will move. I could drop that, put her in gear now and it would go. Stay there? No, right, and don't. See what I mean? This is how I keep the boat. This is how I've learned to keep this little boat against the bank when I'm tying the front. The dog inadvertently will hold the back again, hold the back. I should save on fuel, mate. You drag it, shouldn't I? You can replace the old horses. Bloody strong as an horse. I think you've had a really good look at me, have you? Riddick, Riddick, Riddick. The water is, that is, you see that, looks like it's having a pee. That's the, that cools it down, it sucks some water, sucks the water out of the canal. And that's the used up water coming out. Stay there with it. I don't actually like my boats tied up right against the bank, because if this water level rises or goes down, more importantly, if it goes down, Riddick, don't drink that. If it goes down, if your boat's tied hard against these rings, you can sink it. You might think, well, how's it going to sink? Well, because they've got a narrowboat, you've got, you know, like different outlets for water and stuff like that. So if it leans over enough, if the water disappears and the boat starts leaning right over, and I met a guy that happened to, someone had left the, they call them pounds, like in between the locks, and someone had left the gates open or done something or other and emptied all the water out, and he's, well, most of the water, and his boat basically tipped to one side and then filled up in the middle of the night and sank it with him on it. Someone done the same to me. Well, it happened to me as well down that area. Come out of 1 pound, I could see the next lock in the distance, quite a decent walk, like a quarter of a mile. I just got out the lock and that was it, got stuck right in the middle, like the canal, just not enough water. So I walked all the way up to the other lock, sorted that out, undone the gates so the water come down, and by the time I got back to Merlin and Bess had washed back into the lock that I'd just got them out of. Right, I think that'll do. I will take on a cruising vid in a little while, but I thought I'd just show you a little bit of, you know, what goes on in my life anyway. Catch you in the next one.